Time for your reading. And for the first time in 15 years, cardinal signs are now getting out of their victim stage, their others abusing the cardinal sign stage. There's a lot of information on it. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. But whether you're a cardinal sign or not, this changeover from a 15-year energetic theme to a new one has caused a ripple effect in everybody's lives. There's lots of people that are suddenly very prickly, mutable signs, fixed signs. You're all having different experiences now because of this changeover too. So it doesn't matter how much work you put in. It has nothing to do with that anymore. And news is coming very, very quickly. That it doesn't matter that it was harvest season. The narcissists will never be able to have any more celebration or joy. These abusers, these falsehoods, you are getting a brand new perspective no matter who you are or what your signs are. Because remember, it's sun, moon, rising. Stop thinking the only thing that matters is your sun sign. Too many people are like, what does it mean for Gemini? Gemini what? Rising? Moon? Venus? North Node? South Node? Like, I know most people don't know a lot about it, so I'm not trying to be a jerk to you, but like, keep it in mind. You can't ask me, what does it mean for me? You need a whole natal chart reading, and I don't do that, first of all. You also could use, I think it's Astro Cafe has a free natal calculator. I'm sorry, 144 on the clock. The energy is very intense. The people who have done wrong are getting their burdens. They are getting their problems. And I know you don't care, but a lot of people do because they have been left battered and bruised, looking around going, why am I here if the only reason I'm here was to be abused? And I'm going to cry because some of you, I want to hug because I can feel the pain from the you just had to deal with, where you were trapped and bound to all these yucky people treating you horribly while you were being gloriously good. It's all changing now, my love. It really, really is. At minimum, because I believe it was Pluto that spent the last 15 years in a certain sign that was causing all sorts of stuff that has now just changed over as of this full moon, as of the 15th of September, 2024. So all you need to do now is remember you are an earth angel. That's why you're here. Throughout all of the nonsense, I'm going to call it, because let's not give any of that crap power, right? Like, they had no right to treat you like that, but doesn't make them powerful. It makes them worse. Through all of that, when you're like, why was I here if the only reason was to be treated badly? It was because during that time, your divine light, this frequency of yours, that's pure light and earth angel and divine grace, whether you realize it or not, was keeping this planet afloat. Think of this whole planet like a duck treading water. It's going around and around. Meanwhile, nobody realizes that there's 1,000 billion people's feet underneath the surface going, so I just keep taking this abuse, but I keep pushing out this energy? It's almost like a Wi-Fi station, except nobody was letting us plug into anything good. Now, the universe is going to be refilling your cup in the most beautiful way. And it doesn't matter what your signs are. You're seeing this. This means this is for you. Your frequency is what's gotten our planet to this point. Your existence. And I want you to think of your energy, your light, your power, your love, your abilities being all held back. Being bound in a way by this craziness of energy. Like a medieval torture machine kind of thing, you know, like the Iron Maiden or whatever, where you're being held back, entrapped. But what they didn't realize, thinking it was going to make you small, baby, now that that's come off and they can't put you back in there ever again, you are going to level up into such powerful levels. Because holding it back, and I learned this with some gardening friend I have, in certain things, if you take off certain leaves or certain petals or certain flowers, it helps the whole thing be able to grow better. So when you hold some things back, it actually helps it flourish even more. And I'm like, wait, that sounds mean. They're like, no, it gives it room to grow. It's like you being a tiny little tree. Oh, there's a reference. I think it's Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn and Kevin Spacey, where Kevin Spacey says to Vince Vaughn, because he's like the brother of Santa, he goes, it's like a tree that's been having shade over its whole life trying to beg for some sunlight. And that quote is a reminder to you, you have still flourished under almost no light, constant pulling back, constant takings away. And everybody that was doing this, whomever they were, energetically speaking, metaphorically speaking, or literally speaking, thought it was going to deplete you. But there's also a metaphor I want you to hear. And I know you've heard it before, but it's perfect for this because it'll help your soul. You put a potato and an egg in boiling water. One turns to mush, and the other one, hard-boiled, beautiful. A little salt is fantastic. They forgot you weren't the potato. They thought it would turn you into mush after they just walked away, leaving you there, a mush. Instead, it's like when you leave leaves longer on the ground and you realize that it's giving this mulch energy to the soil, nutrients to help it grow, a little bit of darkness to help it catalyst into the light. It's like the lotus blossom being stuck in the mud and having all those little muddy creatures being like, no, you belong here. What? No, you must stay in the muck and the dark. That's where we belong. You're like, I'm this thing, and you're that thing, and we're not this. And the light, and you are skyrocketing. Skyrockets in flight. Afternoon delight. Ace of Cups. The burdens is over. The hard times, the bad times, they really are ending, changing, have changed, are done. So unpack your bags, baby. You're flourishing. You're soaring. This is your thriving season in the most beautiful way. Because every one of those tower moments didn't bring decay for you. It made you level up into the Empress. And judgment has been called on all of those people. I always used to say, I don't need to throw hands with you because God saw you. And God sees everything, whether I see it or not. Hears everything, whether I hear it or not. So whether I'm in the room when you're disrespecting me or I'm not, God hears no matter what. So that's between you and God. And that's your judgment. And I know where my judgment's gone. I would tell people all the time, and I still do. If you and I died right now, I know where I'm going, and my soul's safe, and it is set, and it is ready. How about you? They ain't prepared for the hell that's coming to them. And the universe tried. They kept saying, you don't want this, you don't want this, you don't want this smoke, because you're going to get stuck in the fire. But they didn't want to listen. So now, they're going their place, and you are soaring into yours where you are always meant to be. In a beautiful new reality, full of love, compassion, harmony, tranquility. And it's going to feel a little weird because you have been a warrior, a soldier, fighting this battle of life all of this time, 1242 as I say this. So it's a little difficult when all of a sudden you realize like war is over. You can rest, and all you know how to do is be a soldier at best. So now you have to learn how to live life as the next stage. And I keep saying this, go from soldier to farmer, because it doesn't matter if you're actually outside tilling any soil, or if you understand you could be the farmer that is nurturing and growing your own self. You can be your own observatory and greenhouse that flourishes into every rare, exotic, and beautiful thing you want you and your life to be. All the shackles are gone now, my loves. It is all turning in your favor. King of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles. Absolute fulfillment in financial and money and love and happiness. It's coming in. Justice is here, bringing it all in. This is amazing. A beautiful new timeline, a beautiful life, happiness, love. Use the link in my bio because this is a collective reading and I want to find out exactly all the details for you. And spooky season will save you 20% off my website. All right. So I love you. Make sure you become a live platinum subscriber on my lives so you don't miss out on all the healing sessions I'm doing.